Landing pages and squeeze pages have always been a big part of real estate marketing. Doing it through your CRM is phenomenal because you can track who sees it, how they get put into your CRM, how you tag them, and then how you market to them afterwards. Today we're going to jump into Chime and we're going to look at how to build a squeeze page in there. What's up guys, Lewi here. Yes, Chime is taking over EXP. Everyone's wanting to know more about it. So here we go. We're going to be building out a squeeze page today on Chime, or a landing page in this case. So all you're going to do is when you get in here, come to campaigns, boom. On the left hand side, we're going to come down and go to landing pages under tools. Click. And it'll show you a few options. What I want you to do really is click the arrow here to go all over to view more. And it's going to show you all the landing pages available for us through Chime. So feature a listing, new listings, open house listings, search campaigns. There's a boatload of different ones. One of my favorites actually that I love is this meeting with leads. I'm going to do a separate video on this. It's just like using Calendly or whatever for your clients. So I'll show you that on another video. Today, let's just do a very simple one to build out this home valuation one. I've found that this hits really well. I have another video that I'll put right here on how I used this through KV Core and got 28 seller leads verified within the first couple of hours of posting this. So these ones are really worthwhile, especially these days with the market starting to shift. Things are going on. People want to know what their home is worth. Okay, so let's do this home valuation. So I'm going to select template, bink, here, and we're going to call it something. So let's call it home evaluation, and let's say we're going to post this on Facebook. So Facebook squeeze, let's just call it that. Okay, lead source. Now I'm going to click on this. I'm going to click on Facebook. So it's like, where are these leads coming from? This is good because it'll track it as they come into the CRM. So if they go into this landing page and squeeze page and fill things in, you can track where the lead actually comes from, and that way you can remarket things and retag things and stuff like that. So this is actually a very important step to do. So we're going to go Facebook. It's not a Facebook ad. We're just going to do a Facebook post. So Facebook, pink. And then you can change this to call it whatever you want. This is the URL they're going to click. So maybe you want to say home evaluation Denver. Just call it that. Okay. So wherever you are, maybe call it something like that. Save. Okay, so here is our landing page, guys. There's a lot of ways you can edit it and stuff like that, which we'll get into. I don't like to do too much work on it because they're built that way for a reason. You can change everything about this, images, different things. I like to pretty much leave it as much as possible. So let's look at a few things inside of what's going on. So let's go to settings, have a look what we got in here. So we've got our basic information, what the page is called, the URL, page style. So you can see this is with a simple header with no footer. So it's got a simple header right here and no big footer down here. So I'll show you if we change it. So with header and footer, it's got the full header of my website, so they can click on buy, sell, whatever, and then a big footer right there. Again, I don't like that because I'm just putting them there for one purpose and one purpose only. I don't really want them clicking on this. I want them to fill out this part so that I get them into my lead flow. So let's click that simple header with no footer. Yep, that's what we want. Okie doke. Now, again, lead privacy and assignment. For me, this is not a company lead, so I like to click this and go private lead. Why? Because I'm doing this. I'm putting all the information out there. I want this to be a lead for me. Okay, if you change this to a company lead, you can assign it to different agents and stuff like that. But for me, it's private lead, so it's going to come straight to me. And again, you can tag this to your heart's content. Okay, so whatever you want to call it. Say it's like you're just sending it out to people in a certain zip code or a Facebook group or whatever it is. You can just type in the tag. So maybe it's a Central Park Facebook group, whatever. Add that tag so that when people fill it out and come in, they will already be tagged with that tag. All right, you can add in a little note there. Once they fill it in, you can choose to send them a welcome email or a welcome text, whichever one you want to do, or check these off. SEO, if this is something that's going to sit somewhere for a long time, You might want to optimize this with SEO and a meta description. I'm not going to jump into a ton of that right now. You know, this is pretty much the description that comes up on Google when you search for something on Google and that description comes up. This is what that is. I'm not bothered about this right now because I'm going to be posting it on Facebook and primarily using it for that. And then you can change this cover photo to your heart's content, whatever you want. And there's a chat box as well, so you can turn this off and on. You can see on the right hand side, the chat box is on and off. Depending on what you want to do, again, off, on. I don't really like EXP's branding, although they are the best brokerage on planet Earth. The branding isn't the best, so maybe you're going to turn that off if you don't want the chat box on there. And now the style, you can change all the colors of everything, you know, to your heart's content, changing all these different colors and stuff like that. Come down here, you know, we can change this to here. So all these different colors you can change and do whatever you want. So buttons, let's turn it hot pink just so you can see what that looks like. So you can see you can customize everything on here. Now let's come up here. So I'm going to also the font as well. If you want to change the font to be more on brand with what your stuff is, change the font to your heart's content too. Okay. All right, next up, I'm going to just add my logo to the header here. So we're just going to come to header, click this button right here, bunk. And header background, so if you want that to be clear or you want this to be a color or whatever you want, you can choose whatever you want from this. Again, fonts, font size, font color, all that jazz. So content, I want my logo to be up there, so let me just add this in. This one right here, bunk, yep. So that's going to come up on the top left hand corner, add that in. And you can make this bigger or smaller, whichever way you want with the logo. Let's make it nice and big. You can add another logo in if you want, all that good stuff too. So that is pretty much our header, good to go. Again, it's not exactly the way I would do it, but I'm just showing you all the options. All right, now you want to come to the main part here. So you can see right down on this one. Again, I'm going to click the pencil, bunk. Now it's going to show me what's going on. So step one, this is our step one right here. You can change the text. So what's your home really worth? If you want to change that, you can. You know, find out fast and free, enter your email address below. I don't change this. Why? Because it's been built out this way by people who know what they're doing. If you're a copywriter or if you know exactly how to do all this stuff, awesome, go for it. But for me, I leave it. You can change the spacing of where things are here on the mobile as well. If you want to see how it will look on mobile, click up here, bink. And again, you can change the spacing on here too, whatever you want to do. So it's pretty customizable, the whole deal. Again, background image, you can change this to be what it wants. You can change it to a slideshow or whatever. It might be a home that is in your neighborhood or something like that you want to choose this and change it to. And again, changing everything on here. Okay, so once someone puts in their address and clicks next, it's going to go to step 2. So we're going to click here, step 2. Okay. And this is where it will say, okay, your property's been found. Where would you like us to send the home valuation report? So this is where you have a couple of things that you can change here. It's always going to ask for their email, which is a good thing. But you can make their phone number required or optional, or you can make their name required or optional. I want their name for sure. Okay, so I want their name big time. First and last is preferable for me because it makes my CRM a lot cleaner. So I like that, and I'll leave the phone as optional. Typically is what I would like to do. Everyone's different, so do your thing. So that is the second page on it. Then once you enter that, guys, it goes to step number 3, and this is where you can choose for it either to automatically give the estimated home value, or you can click here and say no, and it will say, hey, free analysis right here, and it will send it to you to take care of this. So typically for me, I actually like to have this on, even though it might not be super accurate. It's giving them what they want, right? It's not making people jump through hoops for the same thing over and over and over again. That can get pretty frustrating for people who just want to get the information. More of a bait and switch tactic. I'm not really a big proponent of that. So it's cool because now I have the estimate, the client has the estimated home value. They're in your CRM. So then I'll just put them on a monthly market update, or add them to my weekly newsletter, or whatever that looks like. But now they're in my CRM. They've got what they were looking for. If they put their phone number in there, give them a call, be like, hey, I just saw you were on the website. Thanks so much for doing that. Do you have any questions about that valuation number? Like, is there anything else I can do for you? Do you have any upgrades that I've not, obviously taken into account here? and you can talk through that. So once you're done, guys, you can click on this globe and get a quick preview of it, what it's actually going to look like. You'll see my logo isn't there because I haven't published it yet, but it pops up, asks for cookies, all that good jazz. So let's go ahead and publish this, and it's going to ask you if you want to post to social right away or boost it or whatever. I'm not going to do that right now, and it is in the process of publishing it. Right, and now that it's published, guys, when I come back into campaigns and landing pages, you can see now that it is right here, home evaluation Facebook squeeze page. And if I click it, bink, it shows up with all the customization, everything I did. So now I have the squeeze page and it's good to go. Now what's nice about this, guys, is you can come in here and just edit it again if you want. You can make a duplicate copy of it and like change it for, maybe you're doing like home evaluation for May, home evaluation for April, and you do for different months or whatever that looks like. But what I do typically is I just click on this. I'll copy the link of the page, and then I'll just start, throwing that around and doing it, put it on Facebook. So if I log in here, so now I'm in Facebook, guys, I'm going to click on here. I'm going to say, what's on my mind? I'll just say something like, wondering what your home is worth in this ever-changing market. I built a quick and easy tool for you to get a home evaluation immediately. Click below. And all right, so now I'll just add in a couple of emojis here. Let's see, this one, pink. Let's put a little home here. Yep. Boom. And then I'll put a point down. Oops. Yep. Point down. Space. Space. Let's do another one. Point down. Boom. And then I'll put the link right there. And typically once the link is there, you can leave it on or not leave it on. I like to usually take it off because the actual image will be there. But then I'll just post it from there and it's good to go. So now anyone that clicks on that, now it'll come through, they'll go through the thing, they'll get their home evaluation, the email will go straight into Chime, it'll be tagged with, Facebook for April, it'll be tagged with whatever tags you add in there, and then that's how you can start marketing to them, put them on market reports, add them to your weekly emails, and Bob's your uncle. So that is how you build a great squeeze page inside of Chime. If you have any questions, drop them in the comments below. If you want to subscribe to the weekly newsletter I send out, the link for that is below too, and I will see you on the next one.